Okay, this is my second take of this recording because apparently I forgot to switch the microphone the first time. But anyways, thanks for coming to my gaming channel, guys. This is Naomi An Gaming, and today I'm going to tell you about one of my favorite gaming mechanics, the parry. Now, I'm probably going to talk about a few sections in this. First will be Sekiro. Second will be, yes, I know I'm ashamed, but Genshin Impact. And the last one will be just talking about, I don't know, swords, I guess. That's not really parrying, but whatever. So yeah, let's get to it. Sekiro is probably one of my favorite video games ever, honestly, because the way that you just parry and interact with the enemies, like, you have to keep your eyes wide open. You have to, like, kind of feel the flow of the back and forth of the enemy and you and so on. And I really like it. And also the timing is not too incredibly strict at first. I think it's like a 30 frame parry. And I forgot to mention, before I go any further, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe, because, the algorithm can hurt sometimes, and, helping you by doing those things, you can really help my gaming channel grow up and do well. And I'd really appreciate the viewer, I guess, proactivity. There we go. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm probably going to talk for 10 minutes straight so I can make sure to reach that 10-minute mark for the ad revenue. And yeah. What else? Right. Parrying. 30 frame parry. Yeah, I really like it because it's like a 30 frame parry compared to Dark Souls is like 5 to 8 frame parry. It's pretty insane. And in the next game I'm going to be talking about, Genshin, I think Beidou has like a 17 frame parry, which, I mean, it's a smaller window, but the attacks are also a lot more telegraphed in Genshin. Anyways, Sekiro. It's just really, really satisfying because there's 3 ways to, like, respond to an enemy's attack. There's a typical, like, left bumper, like, sword parry. There's the jumping over the sweep attack, which is like a jump, I guess. And there's the Makiri counter, which is used typically only when you're going against an enemy's thrust. And of course, you could just parry it at the right time, but that actually requires skill, and we just want to mash Makiri counter and Makiri that nice thrust. Honestly, like, I've gotten in the habit of just mashing Makiri when the enemy throws a thrust. And I don't know, works like 80% of the time, most of the time, I guess. So yeah, Sekiro has, like, honestly, it's the most satisfying parry combat I've ever played, and I haven't really played that many parry games. But yeah, it's just the requirements for you to just, like, really, really intensely watch the enemy. It feels like you're really engaging, like, a back and forth instead of just, like, mashing abilities and just spamming the attack button. It really, like, I want to say it kind of puts you in a flow state, and that's really satisfying in my opinion. Now, on to the next game of Genshin Impact. I want to say that the combat system is rather simple, and it's a mass-marketed game. I mean, there's people that are, like, 8 years old playing it, and up to, like, people that are old and have jobs, which is what the gacha, machine wants to market towards. But like, the normal combat system of Genshin I don't find it very satisfying at all. Like, mashing skills, it's okay, and, like, the elemental reaction system is fun, but I don't know, I'm a parry supporter through and through, and just my favorite characters, if you can guess, are Beidou and Yunjin, and they're just really fun to play. Now, their parries are a little different. Beidou's parry is like it can be held for a lot longer, and it does not, like, do the normal, like, full damage attack, like counter attack, if you just hold it. Both of these characters, Beidou and Yunjin, require good timing, but Yunjin, if you whiff the parry, or you could just do it from nothing, like, if you wait like 2 or 3 seconds, 2 seconds, I think, it'll do the max damage, like, attack. But that's not very satisfying, and it wastes your time if you're, swinging your metal rod in battle, and, I yeah, I think Beto is a lot more fun to play, especially because you can slap a sacrificial greatsword on Beto to get the 2 times in a row parry, or you can do Thundering Fury with Xingqiu to reduce the cooldown. So yeah, that's Genshin. And what I'm really excited about in Genshin for an upcoming event in like 10 days is it's part of the Irodori Festival. It's the Clash of Lone Blades event. You know, the one where it's like the traveler has to do some parrying against some enemies. Like that looks really, really good not because of what it is. Of course, it's a fun event, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like, it's on my calendar, metaphorically speaking. But what I like is that it shows that Hoyo or MiHoYo is probably looking to test the waters, to see if they can have some kind of parry mechanic going forward. That's what these combat tests usually do, I believe, at least. So maybe the traveler gets to keep it. Probably not. Maybe it becomes a weapon rework, like melee weapons can do blah, 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 or whatever. Or maybe, and this is my number one hope, maybe they're looking to see how marketable a 5-star kit is. And that is what I'm really going for, because if it does do well among the sweaties and the hardcore gamers and the Sekiro people like me, then maybe they'll release a 5-star with the kit of a parry with a cooldown refresh, and that is the unicorn character that I have been saving for ever since 1.6, I think. I think I started playing... not even 1.6? I don't know. I started playing Zhongli Rerun, and I stopped playing, and I started playing with Kazuha, or Zhongli Rerun. Anyways, yeah. And so that is what I'm really looking forward to, because if the Clash of Lone Blades event goes well, and we do get our 5-star character that can parry and cooldown refresh, that's like honestly like my like god tier pick. And I have a little kit I made up if you guys want to hear it. So the normal attacks, it's a greatsword, either Animo or Hydro character, and then the E skill is a parry, and if you successfully parry, you get your cooldown back, you just get it back straight up. And then the second cool part is that if you parry a projectile, it hopefully, if they can code this in, remains the same shape, and it gets reflected back at the enemy. So you could just kind of play ping pong all day with those stupid hilly churls who keep pelting you with their arrows or whatever and stuff. And honestly, that would be great. And then the elemental burst, or like the ult, would be it would be a like an aura ult, kind of like Xingqiu or Beidou or Yunjin that follows you around. And what happens is that every time you dodge through an enemy attack successfully, you heal, and then you do a little Animo explosion or Hydro explosion around you, and it applies one of those two. And this would be capable of being swapped out for any other character. So this hopefully my dream parry character would be like a good support, or you can play the main DPS or main healer, I guess. Oh, I need heal, yeah. And then their charge attack is it's like a sweeping jump back attack thing that you do with the greatsword. It's if you look up the YouTuber Montante Nino, it's a fun with spins video. It looks like that. It's like a jumping retreat. It looks really fun. And that would hopefully also be possible to be iframed and would count as a dodge if you time it just right. So yeah, that's my ideal character. And will it ever happen exactly like that? Probably not. But it's fun to think about. I'm also in a recording space, so yeah. So yeah, that is the part of my gaming channel, which is Gucci stuff. The last part is I don't know. I think that greatswords are really fun because they use a different kind of technique than you normally would use for other kinds of swords. They're more like area denial, where you're supposed to keep swinging really big slashes and hopefully keep your assailants out of whatever area you're trying to occupy. They're very characteristically defensive weapons, which I like. It's very cool, and you get to look kind of anime swinging it around, and I think that's cool. So yeah. Anyways, that was my my spiel on parrying. Hopefully you guys have learned a little something or I feel like something commenting later. And remember, context is king. So yeah, if you liked what you heard and heard what you liked, make sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I don't know. I mean, may your fingers press the buttons at the right time. Anyways, yeah, please check back with me next week when we find out the most satisfying shotguns to use in shooters. All right, I'll see you guys next time. This is Naomi An, signing off.